Emotions ran high on The View recently as Sunny Hostin, one of the show's most prominent and outspoken co-hosts, became visibly emotional during a segment about heart health. Hostin, who is known for her sharp commentary and unflinching honesty, was moved to tears as she revealed that her aunt had passed away from a heart attack just the day before. This deeply personal moment added a layer of raw emotion to an already important conversation about heart health, leaving both the studio audience and viewers at home visibly moved. As the discussion about cardiovascular disease continued, Hostin's unexpected vulnerability provided a poignant reminder of the far-reaching impact heart health can have, not just on individuals, but on their families and loved ones. For many, the moment was a stark illustration of how even public figures are not immune to grief and loss, and it highlighted the importance of taking care of one's health, particularly when it comes to heart-related issues. The impact of Hostin's emotional moment. For fans of The View, it's rare to see Sunny Hostin break down in tears. Known for her professionalism, quick wit, and sometimes fierce political opinions, Hostin's emotional outpouring was a vulnerable and heart-wrenching moment. As she spoke about her aunt's sudden passing, the entire studio fell into a hushed silence, with co-hosts offering their condolences and the audience visibly moved by her raw grief. During the segment, Hostin explained how the loss of her aunt had profoundly impacted her. "Yesterday, I found out that my aunt passed away from a heart attack," she said, her voice cracking with emotion. "It was so sudden. I want to talk about it because I want people to understand just how serious heart health is. We need to be vigilant about our health, especially our hearts." Her words resonated deeply with viewers, many of whom could relate to the pain of losing a loved one unexpectedly. Hostin's openness about her grief not only made the segment more personal, but also underscored the urgency of conversations surrounding health issues, particularly cardiovascular disease. Heart health, a personal and universal concern. Sunny Hostin's emotional revelation came as part of a larger segment focused on heart health. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death worldwide, and Hostin's aunt's death highlighted just how quickly a seemingly healthy individual can be affected by heart conditions. In her aunt's case, the heart attack was sudden, which is often the nature of the disease. It can strike without warning and sometimes without any clear symptoms. The segment on heart health wasn't just about statistics, it was about real people and real families who are affected by cardiovascular issues. Hostin's personal connection to the subject matter brought a depth to the conversation that facts and figures alone couldn't convey. Her grief served as a powerful reminder that heart disease doesn't discriminate, and no one is immune to the impact it can have. While the conversation on The View was informative, it was also deeply human. Hostin used her platform to encourage viewers to take heart disease seriously and to take proactive steps to protect their health. This included regular checkups, monitoring risk factors such as high blood pressure and cholesterol, and living a lifestyle that promotes heart health. The importance of raising awareness. The episode quickly gained attention across social media, with many viewers expressing their support and admiration for Hostin's bravery in sharing such a personal loss. Heart disease is often discussed in the context of prevention, but Hostin's story made it clear that the effects of heart disease are far-reaching, affecting not just the individuals who suffer from it, but their families and communities as well. The emotional moment also drew attention to the fact that heart disease disproportionately affects women. Despite common misconceptions, women are just as likely, if not more so, to die from heart disease than men and often experience different symptoms. Hostin's transparency helped to shine a light on these disparities, prompting many viewers to reconsider their own health habits and the health of their loved ones. The role of The View in raising awareness. As a platform, The View has long served as a space for conversations about critical issues, ranging from politics to personal health. Hostin's Heart Health segment exemplified how important it is for public figures to use their voices to raise awareness about issues that affect people on a personal level. The View has built a reputation as a show that encourages meaningful dialogue, and this emotional moment proved to be an extension of that mission. What made this particular episode stand out was Hostin's ability to remain professional yet deeply vulnerable at the same time. This authenticity is part of what has endeared her to fans over the years. She didn't just speak about heart health from a factual standpoint, but did so with a heart-wrenching personal connection that made the message all the more impactful. Coping with grief, the personal side of the story. Beyond the issue of heart health, Sunny Hostin's moment of vulnerability offered a rare glimpse into the personal side of her life, something that the public rarely gets to see. As a co-host on The View, Hostin is often in the public eye, discussing topics ranging from politics to social justice. However, in that moment, she was simply a woman grieving the loss of someone she loved deeply. For many, seeing someone in the public eye experience grief so openly was a reminder that even those we admire and look up to are not immune to life's hardships. In a world where public figures often seem untouchable, Hostin's tears were a humbling reminder that grief and loss are universal experiences. It was a moment of connection, and viewers felt they weren't just hearing about heart health from an expert, but from someone who had just lived through the devastating reality of losing a loved one unexpectedly. Final thoughts. Sunny Hostin's emotional breakdown on The View over her aunt's death from a heart attack was a powerful moment that resonated deeply with viewers. It served as a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of taking care of one's health, especially when it comes to heart disease. Hostin's bravery in sharing her grief added an extra layer of authenticity to the conversation, reminding everyone watching that health is not just a matter of numbers and statistics. It's personal, it's emotional, and it can change lives in an instant. As the show moved on, viewers couldn't help but reflect on the conversation, and many no doubt felt a renewed sense of urgency to prioritize their own heart health in honor of Hostin's aunt. In a world that often glosses over vulnerability, Sunny Hostin's courage to speak from the heart made all the difference.